Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0. For my dear audience, in this video I will describe some different and much beautiful ideas of some welding project. Dear audience, when we talk about a welding project or different welding project or things, then many questions arise in our mind. Like my dear audience question me, what is the idea of welding, and what is a welding in PDF, and what is welding for different people, like in a different student, different teach for different teachers, for learning teachers and learning student process. So, what is the main types of a welding? Also, different question arise in our mind. Dear audience, when uh, what is the idea of welding? It's a question arise in our mind. Then, typically, with the addition of a filler material, heat at a high temperature causes a weld pole of molten material which cools to form the joint, which can be stronger than the parent metal. So, a joining process of two material that calls it at their contracting fine surface by the application of pressure and or heat. So weldment to the assemble sometime file material to facilitate colsins. So what is learning process of welding for students? So weld is the process of fishing two or more parts using heat, pressure, or both. It's often done on metal, thermoplastic, and even wood. The resulting joint is known as a weldment, and the conjoined parts are known as the parent material. So, the material used to create the weldment is called a filer or consumable. So, many types of welding. It's a gas metal arc welding, which is the abbreviation is GMRW or MIG. It's also MIG, like as a G for gas, M for metal, A for mark, W for arc, W for welding. So as a gas tungsten arc welding, GTRW or TIG, shielded metal arc welding, SMRW. So is a flux core arc welding, which is in shortly form FCRW. It's also types, four main types. But why is welding important? My dear guys question me, then my answer is welding is an essential component of many industries, such as the automotive industry, in the construction industry, the aviation industry, and more. So, without this form of metalwork, so many things, including many building, gates, and fences, small kitchens, appliances, vehicle, and even space travel would not exist. So, what is interesting about welding? Forge welding is the process of joining two pieces. Welding has a history that reaches back thousands of years. So, joining two pieces of metal by heating them both, then hammering them together. So, this process originated in the Bronze and Iron Ages in both Europe and Middle East. So, it could have been used as for back as 3 to double BC. So, what is welding technology? It's in a ways minded. It is made by a different countries and a different terminology, countries terminology in the welding process completed. So welding is the application of heat to metal to repair or fabricate structures, machinery, or equipment. So workers use technology through welder cutter, shaper, measuring tools, and many other welding machines. So they also set up, operate, and maintain welding equipment. So, what is welding in a workshop? Welding is a joining process in which metal or sometimes plastics are heated, melted, and mixed to produce a joint with properties similar to those of the materials being joined. So there are three main components needed to create a weld, and these are a heat source such as an electric arc, a flame, pressure, or friction. So, what is a welding book? Welding book is an application that deals with the production. It's for my dear guys, a welding book. Also, prescribe welding book concept. Welding book is an application that deals with the production and the inspection of plant welds and related activities such as heat treatment and no destructive examination. So, he invented welding Nikolai Selevinov, Russian inventor Nikolai um, Gavrilovich Selevinov, is credited with the idea of transferring melted metal through an arc. But it is was Charles L. Coffin, an American, who patented the process we know today as shielded metal arc welding or SMRW. So why is welding better? Welding creates a high strength joint. Although some structural adhesive are fast catching up, no other joining method can achieve, such as high strength as welding. This is because the welder melts on the two metal surface and interlinks the two substrates. 10 facts about welding. The first functional industrial robot was made to weld. Uh, Interesting welding facts also. Ultrasonic welding made the first plastic bodied core possible. So, welding made it to space in 1969. So, wet and dry welding also exist. So, deep sea welding technologies have gone as low as 2000 feet. So, explosion welding is another type uh, which is prescribed in my video. So, dear guys, when we talk about welding is thousand of year old, while it did not become the process we know today until the Tarso 800 as it has existed in some form since the Bronze Age. So another quality, another antiquated example can be seen in some of Egypt ancient pyramid hieroglyphs that depict welder at work have been uncovered on more than one occasions. So, whether you think of racing or farm machinery, ocean vessels, or personal computer welding plays a part. In many cases, product like these rely on the involvement. So explosion welding is another type. It is basically work as the name suggesting controlled explosion and are used to fuse metal together without destroying either inherent properties. It is used especially for non-compatible metal as well as combining metal with non-metal. So, dear audience, I think that my video and my welding project ideas much inspired you and inspired your my guy's child and my dear audience child. So, if my audience inspired you much, then subscribe my channel and like my video and share my video. So, thank you very much, guys, for watching my video. Once again, thank you very much.